Today I'll be putting this drive belt tensioner pulley assembly into this 2006 Chevy HHR. Hey, welcome back. To do this job I'll be using this tool right here, but what I'll have to do is cut it down to this size right here. I cut it down to just about a foot. I'll be replacing this drive pulley and the belt, and I'll be using that shortened version of a tool and a 15mm socket. I may also be using a 15mm wrench. What I need to do is put this tool up in that slot on the tensioner. You can see where it almost hits the rubber boot here. And my idea is to pull back towards the camera, and it will release the tension on the belt. And in so releasing the tension on the belt by pulling back this way towards me and the camera, I'm able to slide the belt off and let the tensioner back up. And the air conditioner pulley, and then right above it is the alternator. And so you can just slip the belt off of those pulleys, take your tool loose because it'll get in the way, and you weasel your belt down through and out. This 15mm bolt is on with 33 foot-pounds of torque, and I was able to break it loose with a wrench from underneath like that, and it's very loose right now. The Chevy manual says to put a block of wood under there and pry up on it so you'll be able to access the bolt with your 15mm socket and then take it out. Okay, it's much easier just to put a bottle jack underneath the engine oil pan, block of wood, and jack it up, and you can see to get to the bolt a lot easier that way. Okay, it's feeling pretty loose now, so I think what I want to do is help guide it maybe through those holes with my fingers, because I don't want it to drop down between the and you can lose it if you're not careful. It is a long bolt, but if the head or the end of it gets away from you. Anyway, this is what it looks like, and if you was to lose it, it'd be down the bottom here, and you'd have to get a magnet, fish it out. Okay, now the idler assembly is loose and needs to come out, and I just took it out from the front, as you saw, so it would go back up in this way like that. Now let me show you on the back side here. There's a little nub, and that fits into the engine block, so you want to make sure that when you put the new one back in that nub is in the block, the recess in the engine block. I recommend a long punch sort like this to find the hole in the pulley. Try and help get this thing lined up. Okay, I'm going to put this down to 33 foot-pounds of torque. Alright, now I need to get the belt, measure it. I always like to measure my belts. Make sure it's going to fit. The way I do that is just the thumb method. I don't know if you can even see that. As you can probably see, this belt's seen better days. Don't know how long it's been on there. Okay, time to install the new belt. Want to make sure you get it around the air conditioning and the alternator pulley that's up at the top. Once you got the pulleys in the grooves, once you got the belt in the pulley grooves, okay, the idea now is to pulley back enough to where you can slide this belt over the top of the damper pulley. Once you're sure that the belt is around all the pulley properly, then you can take your tool loose here. You might give it a look-see on top just to make sure. Okay, I'm satisfied with everything. I got my jack out of the way, I got my tool loose from the positioner, got the belt on in all the grooves, I got the positioner down to torque. Now's the time to give it a start, see that nothing flies off. Okay, this job is done. Till the next video, this is Steve AZ711 saying thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll know when the next video is ready. And until the meantime, bye for now. Well, I got dirty on this one. Take your time. They can fight you. I'm going to see if I can do it the way they say to do it.